Thank you. I had that on my mind to do that.
I got you.
Distracted me from calling my time.
I got you.
Meeting called to order. Mr. Jones, will you open us up in word of prayer?
Coming in hot, asking me to pray. Gotta get Jesus back on my mind now. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for being with us and walking with us through the day, Lord. I pray that you just stay with us through this meeting. Help us all to do county business to your liking, Lord. Help us all to represent the citizens and be with anybody that's having issues throughout their week, Lord. And we ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Motion to second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
October 6th. We have a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Recognition.
Mr. Chairman, abstention.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't here,
Okay.
so I'm
I got you
abstaining.
noted. Recognition of public. Ms. Laura, you want to come on up?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Laura Baker, 424 A.B. Wade Road, Portland. First of all, I want to thank you, Mr. Chairman, for putting the Brown House Ad Hoc Committee back on the agenda for this month. For those of you who don't remember, or should say, I'll tell you what happened. After the meeting, I approached Commissioner Schmidt after the meeting and asked him, we had a long discussion over the membership of the ad hoc committee, and there was a lot of debate going back and forth about a new committee versus adding people to the committee and all that kind of thing. And I approached Commissioner Schmidt and asked him if we could compromise and just merge the proposed new committee together with the old membership too. I think that would show a really good faith effort that we're all trying to work together here on something that's important to the whole county. And then afterwards, I approached the chairman and asked him about that, and he agreed to put it back on the agenda. And I just really want to thank you all sincerely for living up to that commitment, and I hope you will consider that, as points were made last month. And motions made that there's been a lot of work on this project, and there's a lot of passion about it, and I think it's great to bring the old crew in with the new crew and bring some new and fresh ideas. So I sincerely hope you'll consider that, and I appreciate the discussions that I was able to have with the two commissioners. Thank you so much.
Mr. Jan?
Jim Latimer, 1578 Latimer Lane, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Here to talk about the Brown House. Again, as I always do, I'd like to acknowledge Mr. Brown's gift to the county. It's a wonderful gift. It will certainly open up things in the future for learning about the past in this county. We have an opportunity here to get this house preserved, and it can be a tremendous resource in Sumner County and Middle Tennessee. There's so much history tied to that house, dating back to Mayflower Revolution, Tennessee history. There's so much history tied into that house. Located on the campus of that school, kids can go over there and look and learn about where they came from, what happened before they came, what happened here in Tennessee. It's just a wonderful opportunity to preserve a piece of the past for the future of our county. I'd like to thank everyone who's been involved in working to preserve the house. I guess since we just had the World Series, we could have a little baseball analogy here. So Mr. Brown steps up to the plate, he gets a base hit, he goes to first base. Then you got somebody else come up, they get a hit. The national history moves him to second base. Third, local history moves him to third base. You guys are in the batter's box, let's bring it home.
That's right.
Commissioner Wynn, did you understand what he was talking about?
Y'all lost Commissioner Wynn.
Just making sure.
That's well played.
Good, great.
Now I get back on track after that. That was a good one. Mike McClard, 102 Tioga Trail, Hendersonville. We've lived there 34 years, right beside the school and Mr. Brown's former property. First 2 years we lived there, our youngest was a toddler, and he thought Mr. Brown's cows were but, I mean, it's been a lot going on over there, in the last few years, and I really think that this should have been pushed a lot further along than it is now. You know, we're coming up on our 250-year anniversary, and this house is gonna be excluded from that because nothing has been done. And that's a lot of history that could have been incorporated into this 250-year anniversary. I also agree that the two ad hoc committees should be joined. And if anybody's got a problem with me being on it, you can take me off of it. That's fine. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'll be available to help any group, anywhere, move this along. Thank you.
Ms. Stinson?
Diane Stinson, 1011 Lindale Drive, Castellan Springs. I'm just here and want to see the house, Brown House, preserved, and looking forward to seeing that happen soon. And I hope everybody can work together and get this moving. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. King?
Linda King, 1008 Village Green Crossing. If you don't mind, I hope my daughter had something to read about this. Her name is Brenda King, same address. You can read your...
I think we as a community should make this a historic site for everyone to enjoy. Thank you for listening.
So we just value this history that goes with it. I'm a historic site interpreter at the Douglas Clark House, and I recognize the value in this house, and I hope that y'all will do the right thing to get this moving and going. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Report of the chairman. I guess my part is going to be down in the old business, so we'll move on to report of finance director.
And you guys have all of the updates for this month, and I'll just go over a couple things. The Brown House RFQ that opens next Thursday, not this Thursday, it'll be next Thursday on the, is it the 13th or?
13th, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And then we just, this past Thursday, had the courtroom 5C build out bid opening. Those, that low bid will go to budget next week to be presented to see if we move forward with that or not. And then the other big thing, the courthouse, the old courthouse renovation application is due this Friday. We've been working on that. The phase one, which is what this potential grant's gonna cover, is mold remediation and encapsulating the basement and fixing the drainage. Phase two will be to prep for tenants based on a potential subcommittee that could be formed later on, and that's how that's going to be presented as far as the application goes. And other than that, do you guys have any questions on any of the projects?
Mr. Klein?
The courtroom 5C is the bid you're talking about for the architecture?
No, that bid is for construction.
So is there a design already for the, okay. I don't remember catching that.
Yes.
Yes, I had a question on the hollows, and I think, Commissioner Jones and I may have had the same question.
Ask it, that's where I was going.
I think not last month, but the previous month, there was, I think, it went over 1 point something million for the project, and we're just kind of wondering, we agreed to 750,000, I think, in the very beginning, so kind of want to know why that's running so much over.
Well, and there was two phases also. Was it all not wrapped into one for 750,000?
Yeah.
Like we agreed to.
I can't answer the question of why it was broken out. I was not here during that time frame, so I can.
Is there any way we could
that.
get someone, I know Josh Sutterby's no longer with us, but someone from that department maybe can come here next month and kind of just give us a rundown?
Mayor?
I
Yeah, the bids came in over the original price, so they had to break it into two phases. The first phase was what it was in that budget year, and then we allocated in this next budget year for that second phase. So what you're seeing here is just phase one.
Phase one.
Yes, sir.
So that's the 750,
Yes, sir.
almost 750. And do we know what phase two is gonna be yet?
So-
If y'all can suspend the rules.
I'll make a
Motion to
motion.
suspend the rules.
Second.
Well, we got a question.
Yeah.
Our county attorney, what was your question again?
I was just curious, what's the inception date on the project?
Like, when is it?
When did it start?
I'll have to look it up, I don't have it on me.
Now, what was that, y'all?
Suspend the rules so you can.
Mo- he
Motion
must
to
have-
We have a
suspend the
motion to
rules.
suspend the
I
rules?
seconded it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
The question was, when does phase two start? We're working through the contract right now, so I anticipate having that signed next week or two. So it should be very, very soon.
And what was the inception of phase one? Was that
We
3
bid,
years?
we bid that out, we had a deadline end of the year, so we got it bid out, contract signed, I think it started first of the year. Now, the problem we had with the utilities, we had to move water, gas, electric, and it added time, but it was the first of the year, that's when it started.
Mr. Klein?
Two questions. The, we contracted that out with a separate contractor?
Yes, we bid, like I said, we bid the project and we had, several bids, we picked the lowest, best bid.
Is this with a general or just a pipe contract?
General contractor.
General contractor.
We're grading utilities contractor.
Okay. And so, because the storm drain work is done, I guess.
But it's almost done, yes.
Yeah.
We're almost done with phase one.
Was there any work that was specifically issued to our highway department?
No. Yes. We picked out some items in the contract for the highway department to complete. Like the paving, some curb work, that sort of thing.
Okay, great, thank you.
Mr. Jones?
Originally, if I remember correctly, the initial start of this project was one of the first things that this commission did on the original Gen Ops committee, and it was slated, a lot of it was going to the highway committee, but Toby got really busy during storms or winter weather or something, and so that pushed the project way back, and we had to rebid it with the private contractors. So I guess you've selected some things that they still may be able to do in the future or whatever. That makes sense. But it was all in one phase. It was just all one package deal for $750,000. So with this initial phase one of $750,000, how much will be left at the end on the phase two part? How much are we looking at?
The phase two was almost 1 million. It was 900 some odd $1,000.
So we went from $750,000 to $1 750,000
1.5, 1.6.
in 3 years. Good grief. Is that because of having to not use our highway department or just time and inflation?
I mean, it would have been cheaper to use a highway department, but the time, them having time to do it, I think was the issue.
So what's the timeline now? And this may be a question for Scott, but maybe you, for finishing the whole thing? Because citizens want to know when it's going to be done.
We should be done 8 to 9 months.
Total? Phase 1 and 2, 8 to 9 months. Okay, so summer
I'd
of
say
next
late summer,
year,
fall,
late.
early fall next year.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Klein?
Just for clarification, initially with the first year that this group was commissioners, didn't we allocate $75,000 or $80,000 to do an assessment of the hollows?
It's the design.
The design is.
Right, that we bid out.
And that's when we came up with the 750?
Yes, I can't remember the timing, if that was before.
Yeah, I remember Commissioner Jones is right. It was one of the very first things we did was go ahead and approve the allocation of money for the design.
Right, and then we came, I believe I can't remember if we came back, but.
Came back
we had to
with
design, so
750.
we bid it out.
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Any more questions? Thank you, sir. Okay, you done? All done. Any more questions?
Just a quick question for you. On this state route, where is it?
258.
250, thank you. 250, estimated completion date says July of 2027. Is that including the state as well?
That's the contract requirement to be complete. We haven't hit the construction phase yet. To move into the right-of-way phase, we have to complete the reimbursement to move into that phase, and we're working with planning and the mayor to get all the signature stuff complete so we can submit for that to move into the right-of-way phase, and then we'll move into construction, and I'll have a better estimated completion date. But that completion date right now is just solely the contract.
Just the contract.
Completion date.
Mr. Jones?
On that one, that was the one that we had to,
Yes.
there's an overage. You're just gonna go ahead and say yes, right? There was an overage, and we asked Hendersonville to pay for half of the overage.
Correct.
And they said yes already, or are we still waiting?
I think that we were waiting to see who was gonna talk to Hendersonville about that. I think that was a question.
I see 2 question marks over both of their heads, so I wanna drill down on that and see which.
On that.
No, I don't
I'm
think
dealing
you
with
were
the
asked.
library and the AFT right now.
But I know it was spoke about, I don't think it was in this committee, but I
We-
think it was a
yeah, no,
different
we
committee
talked
that
about
it
it.
was talked about, somebody was
We
gonna
talked about it
have
and
to
voted on
figure
it.
out who was gonna talk to Hendersonville about it, because we passed it, but nobody talked to Hendersonville about it.
Well, should we make a motion for somebody or just ask somebody to do it, either law director or Scott to do that? What's proper, Mr. Chairman?
Law director to do that, I'd say. That's just a suggestion, I mean.
I'm gonna be asking for something I have no idea on what it is, so I'll need some guidance on that, because I don't know what the money
Can
we're talking
we
about,
ask,
the
just
bid or
without a
any of that.
motion, for Mr. Shamrock and Mr. Sittler just to talk about this and then give him what he needs to know to ask that
I
question?
can, they're very receptive.
That way it
I'll
doesn't-
reach out to them.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
The bridal house, I knew that they were working on a grant. Is the grant for the full 18,000 to reach ink?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, great. Great.
We are asking that you hold that money in reserve just in case.
And just in case, yeah, and that's prudent.
Any more questions for Ms. Shamrock? No, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Mayor? you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Looking at the items that are on the agenda, the archive building, at this time, everything's been removed that we're going to remove. We will remove additional items subject to the resolution of the Election Commission case. And I recommend that we remove this from the agenda until that case is resolved. And then the Millersville EMS station, I spoke with them today. The plan revisions are completed and being resubmitted to the state for approval. They're still projecting the December completion, and we'll see how that goes. The vacated Gallatin Square Courthouse, everything's been removed from the courthouse. We've gotten it cleaned up. Next month, I'm going to bring a proposal to this committee for the formation of a courthouse on the square committee to start the vision casting for what we would like to see done with the courthouse. And I'll also share more information on the mode issue and the asbestos issue. So.
Mr. Klein?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the archive building, I haven't been in there recently, so may I speak directly to the mayor?
Yes, sir.
Have we gotten all those legal filing cabinets out of there?
Not yet.
I,
No, I'm going to work to remove those in the spring.
okay,
I've spoke with Catherine, and we're going to work to remove those. And of course, given the resolve on the election commission case, has all of the maintenance equipment back there. We'll move that to wherever they may be located. We need to get them out of the basement. And then some of the other materials we're going to be able to start moving out. And it's all predicated on the case. So we've stopped what we're doing right now until that case is resolved.
well, just to let you know, I did talk to Sheriff Craddock, and he said that it's a matter of scheduling, that he could make the inmates available to move all
Right.
those filing cabinets, which I personally think is appropriate, because if they're still coming here to look at that information, those filing cabinets, be much better if it was up in the courthouse on the fourth
Yeah.
floor where they are.
Right, the only problem is that we don't want the inmates going through the files.
No, yeah, absolutely
So,
not.
So it is a bit of, they may be able to move some, but that's gonna be subject to the approval of Catherine Strong.
Okay, great.
Some other notes of interest, I apologize, Commissioner Klein, was that?
That was
Okay.
it, absolutely.
Other notes of interest, the parking lot project bid opening is November 6th for that project, so hopefully we'll be pushing forward on it. We're still waiting on the delivery of some parts to finish up the archives HVAC. That should be going pretty quickly. The parking garage alleyway repaving, we're waiting on a survey from the city of Gallatin, which will help us on pricing and the decision-making process on that. And as Mr. Shamrock might have mentioned, we've got about $335,000, a little over that for that project. So we're hoping that it's well under that. And then the county administration building project, after speaking to the original architect, he feels that we need to bring in a firm with a little more expert opinion on that particular system. So he's in the process of putting together a list of people that we can have that can bring us options. Their basic option is to, we got two options, either totally rip it off and start over, or just continue patchwork. When we see a leak, patch it. But he feels we need to bring somebody in with some more expertise to maybe give us some better options, because option one, we can't tear it down, can't tear it off and start over. I mean, there's no way we can shut this building down for 3 months. And then the other one, the patchwork, I mean, we've been doing that for years. At some point, we need to fix it. So hopefully we'll have more for you at the next month.
Yes, sir.
Quick question, with the parking lot project, I'm drawing a blank, what parking lot is it?
Okay, 2 years ago, you allocated money, and we've been patchworking some of these parking lots, repaving them, restriping them.
Just throughout?
And now what we've decided in talking with David, let's just put together, because what's happening is we're having to rebid every one of them because it's considered a light project to meet audit requirements. So we said, well, why don't we just do one big RFP? Instead of tackling them one at a time, let's just get one RFP together and get it knocked out.
And that's for parking lots
That's for
throughout?
the parking lots that need to
throughout
work.
all
It's
the
not
county.
every parking lot.
Gotcha.
Like, this one's not included in it.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
And that completes my report, but I'll be ready to add some stuff under new business.
Moving right along. Old business, Brown House Ad Hoc Committee formation. Our recommendation was sent over to the school board for their recommendation. I think it came out of here with Mr. King's name, and they sent us back with Cat Stewart. So far, it's the mayor, school board director Langford, Wes Wynn, school board representative Kathy Stewart, Jim Latimer. Is what we've got so far on the Brown Ad Hoc Committee.
I have a question.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
I saw that original email where Cat Stewart was put on there.
Yes, sir.
And then it was switched to Stephen King. So I'm unclear as to which one of
I will
the
take
school board
partly
people.
responsibility for that.
Did they decide did they make a decision between the two
The
or
school
something?
board voted to put Miss Stewart on there, is where all that came from. And I failed to get Mr. Sittler the proper information, evidently, so.
Okay. So 4, Catherine Stewart, Jim Latimer, Langford, Director
Yes.
Langford, and Mayor Isbell.
And Mr. Jim Latimer, did you put Jim Latimer
Yeah,
down?
Jim Latimer. Wait,
So you got the
Mayor, Director Langford,
Wes.
Jim Latimer, Wes.
It's John Isbell, Robert Langford, Wes Wynn, School Board Representative Kathy Stewart, and Mr. Latimer, Jim Latimer.
So I would like to offer an amendment to that tonight, and there's a few reasons. I'm going to skip over one. Ms. Baggert spoke on that. So here are my thoughts, though. After discussing that with her and giving it further thought, I felt this was a reasonable request for me to make this motion tonight. In all fairness, I believe had Commissioner Klein been present, that the vote would have likely have passed. And, you know, I'm trying to be fair here. It's not like you've missed 4 consecutive meetings, or, I mean, as long as I've served with you, I don't think I've ever seen you miss a meeting. However, reading the room in this case, I believe it would, you know, reading the room, it would have passed that night. Here's the other thoughts I had wrote down, including both the previous and new members will provide balance and continuity. It ensures that any questions or concerns can be addressed efficiently and that we can move forward without unnecessary delays. As a commissioner for the 18th district here, I do not want to delay this project. I fully support seeing it restored and maintained, and I'm committed to that. However, I also believe we can save some costs, and it's not a criticism of what the work that the previous ad hoc committee has done. Non-specialized items, and I don't, you know, mean to like throw a dig at someone that does non-specialized work. It's important, but any non-specialized items like demo work, I think we could save some money. There's a few ideas, and a lot of this can be reviewed, I'm sure, at the next ad hoc committee, but I think stuff like landscape lighting, fencing, maybe we can look into getting some of the county employees to work into that. Touring the schools like I have with Dr. Langford and former Chairman Hyde, did see a lot of different, what I call trades going on at these schools, where you got carpentry work, electrical work, et cetera.
Mr. Smith,
Yeah.
did we get a second or anything to your?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
What is the motion? What is
The okay, so the motion is tonight is to, with the names we have here, to include that with every member of the previous ad hoc committee.
Second.
And the reason why I'm doing that too is I promised to the citizens, and look, they were all very respectful. And we had, my numbers might be off, but I don't think so. I think we had 8 citizens speak last month to this. And I'm only including last month because it's been one of the very few months that we've been seated on this committee. We had 5 tonight. I've known the Bagerts for over 20 years. And I've known them that if we disagree, we can discuss things civilly, and we have. And this was another issue that she came to me. I feel like she was very reasonable. I don't think anything unreasonable is here. My main concern is, that the stuff, some of the costs, if we can save some money and then put that back in the trust for future issues, like gosh forbid a roof or any construction goes wrong with the house. I just don't want to see that all, and you and I know you mentioned grant money, we could pursue that at a later date, but just to have that extra cushion there. But I will also address a concern that raised by Commissioner Jones at our last meeting regarding the potential for this project to escalate to much higher than the $500,000. I think we cap that. We just commit to saying, look, we're not going to spend anything over this amount. The paperwork I have seen, from the,
Mr. Smith, we need to stick to.
Okay. I was just, just trying to,
A second
state
for
my
the-
reasons.
I think he already has
A second for the
Mr.
point
Newman.
for a point of discussion. Can I get in the queue just next?
It's Ms. Janone.
Sure.
Mr.
She
Nunn
seconded
seconded
it.
it.
So
Okay,
we're
okay.
good.
Well, I'm getting the queue.
So, let me get this right.
Yeah, I don't
What is your
understand
motion, Mr. Smith?
My motion is, with respect to the citizen, Ms. Baker, based on what she said before, and my motion is to include the previous ad hoc committee with the new members that you present tonight.
And who was that on that original ad hoc?
Original ad hoc committee, and someone tell me, Commissioner Mansfield, Commissioner Jones, Commissioner Miller, Commissioner Klein, School Board Member Stephen King, Jim Latimer, and Mr. Mike McClard. was the 7 members on that.
I think that's right.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, Commissioner Mansfield, Commissioner Jones, Commissioner Klein, Commissioner Miller, School Board Member Stephen King, Mr. Jim Latimer, and Mr. Mike McLeod was the 2 citizens.
So it'd be addition of everybody except for Jim Latimer, because he's already on the
Okay,
other
yeah.
one. So just to
Okay.
make it simple, it's
So make
6,
it-
to
yeah,
add
so
these
ma-
6
so we'd be
members.
adding 6, so.
Jones, Klein, Mansfield, McLeod,
So it's
King,
5
Miller,
plus 6.
Be 11.
which would be a
Jones,
total of-
who'd you say?
Jones,
Jones,
Klein,
Miller,
Mansfield, Miller, McLeod, and King, because Latimer's already on there. So 6.
Yeah. It's adding 6 to the 5.
Now, I'm gonna ask the attorney something, a question. Can we, as a committee, appoint somebody from the school board on this without the school board being a part of it?
As far as the,
The ad hoc committee?
For-
Because I've been
specifically for the
told
Latimer
different-
House?
Yes, sir, I've been told 2 different things, so I.
here's the, as far as the makeup, you can create it however you want. However, the point I would make is that we are co-owners of all of that property. But the restrictions and requirements of the Latimer Brown House are specifically spelled out that the commission has the responsibility to maintain, bring it up to whatever standard it needs to be at, and to maintain it ongoing.
I get
So
that, that's
the
not
school
really,
board-
that's not my question. My question is, can we put Mr. King on there without the school board's blessing?
Yeah.
If he accepts it, yes,
Okay.
you don't have
Because
to.
I've been told we could, so.
That would be an option, is to say we will have a school board member at their request, or at whoever they elect.
You could,
We gave them that. We
You
put
could-
ours on there now. The-
Mr. Jones was next,
He
I
reached
think.
out to me.
Mr. Jones, did you have something?
I think you already addressed it, so that's fine. Mr.
Okay.
Becker can go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, you could appoint Mr. King as a citizen
Yeah, it
instead of
doesn't
school
really
board
matter.
member, if you so chose. But anyway,
So, you're saying that Mansfield, Jones, Miller, Klein, and King, correct?
And
Mike
McLeod.
They're
That's
all-
6.
They're all the
So
old.
that's 6 plus, I think you had 5. So 5 McLeod, so the 11.
So you're gonna have 11 members on there.
It's an odd number.
My thought, Mr. Chairman, too, my thought was if there was any issues or concerns addressed by mainly some of these new members that we're bringing forth tonight, they would have that opportunity in front of the people, commissioners, et cetera, that have worked previous on this, the previous ad hoc committee. They could say, look, we can answer those questions right at the table, and then we get this thing out to the floor and vote on it. Let's just, I mean, look, if there's any
We don't have
concerns or
to
anything.
take the ad hoc committee to the floor.
No, we decide here.
No,
We do that here.
no, that's what I'm saying.
We gotta do the amendment first.
We bring all that back here to
Let's-
Gen Ops, address the
All
concerns.
right,
and then-
hang on a minute. Let's vote on your amendment first. Is this about the amendment?
Well, if nobody's in, I was gonna call a question, but if nobody's in the queue, we
Okay.
can just vote.
All right, y'all ready to vote? On the amendment only, all in favor of the amendment, Mr. Smith's amendment to add the original ad hoc committee with the new ad hoc committee?
Aye.
Aye.
Raise your hands. Passes 4-3. All right. We have the main motion with the addition to the, so it's gonna be,
Mr. Chairman, if I could ask Grace a question?
yes, sir.
And I don't know the answer, so I guess we need to go to legal. Since this, I may have just thought through my answer, but anyway, since this committee was an ad hoc committee before, ran for quite some time, are we going against our own rules?
This is a reconstitution. so
That's what I was wondering.
We would be
After-
able to start the clock.
Start
They
it
set
all
out a
over
month,
again.
so now it's coming, okay, I just want to make sure.
All right.
Jimmy,
So
read-
we got.
You
hang
may
on,
read them?
Hang on, I'm gonna
Okay.
read them. McLeod, Mansfield, Jones, Miller, King, Klein, Mayor Isabel, Lankford, West Wind, School Board Representative Kathy Stewart, and Jim Latimer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that how y'all want
It's a
it?
lot.
Y'all ready to vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So, 11 people is a lot of people. It's a
Agreed.
lot of cooks in the kitchen, and I
Agreed.
think you're gonna have a hard time. But maybe not, because we've, now it looks like we're gonna add a heavy, heavy hand of commissioners, which gets away from the original intent of reconstituting the ad hoc committee. So, I mean, if it's the will of the commission or this committee, then so be it. But I would like to amend it just from 11 to 7 members total.
Okay.
I think it's more manageable. I don't know that we even have a committee of 11 that we do our business with.
Second.
We got a motion and a second, but what 7 do you want on there?
Well, sir, Mr. Chairman, typically the ad hoc committees, the chairman names those
Correct.
committees. So
And
I'll
that's-
just.
Congratulations,
That's
sir.
what I
Yeah,
tried.
yeah. So I would just leave it there, and, you know, I made the original motion and the original composition.
Well, that's sort of
We've gotten
going
away
with the 7 original ones that well, not really, because
It's 5.
that would be, well, if I were gonna name 7, it'd be Mayor Isabel, Lankford, Wynn, Representative from the schools, Kathy Stewart, Jim Latimer, Mr. Klein, and Mr. Smith.
Second.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am?
Is that your motion, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Second.
I have a question. So you're complaining about 11 people, but my stance on this is that you have a group of people that have done a lot of work. I know there's 6 people. Well, it was just 6 people that did a lot of work and made a lot of trips over there and did a lot of discovery. And then you have added new people. I don't understand why you would want to cut those people out because it's 11. I think everyone, like I had said before, we're supposed to be leadership for the county, and if we can't work together at 11, and you think you can work better at 7, I don't see a difference there, because I think the people that were on it actually add a lot of value, and the ones that are coming perhaps add a lot of value. I don't know, they haven't been on there. I know the mayor would know a lot about it. Mr. Langford over the school district, I'm sure he has his opinions about the property. But the biggest thing is this is a group of people that, all of us should work together, but the group of people that have worked very hard on this, and cutting people out because I don't want it to be political. I want it to be the Brown House to be fixed.
Well, it is.
I'm
It's
sure-
turned in that way, Ms. Janung, it really has.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but we don't have to continue that. We
I
need to-
understand.
So that's my thought is that, I don't understand why I'm not going to vote for 7, I'm going to stick with the 11,
Okay.
because I think all these mines have great value, and, I'm going to.
Mr. Jones?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I can't support this motion either. We clearly have the votes for Mr. Schmidt's motion to pass. It's a majority rule. Anything we do to try to divvy that up is gonna have to pull him over. I say we just vote on this. It's got clear support from the public. It's got the majority of this committee. We can talk about it, or we could save a lot of time, just go ahead and vote.
Mr. Rod?
Well, it's easy to say.
Very.
I just appointed ad hoc committee in my last committee I was able to chair. And I didn't put any fire chiefs in there for a reason. I think that ad hoc committee needs to be fair. Not even volunteer fire department, let me say it that way. I put city fire chiefs in there, citizens, and only, I think, 2 people out of government. About 3 years ago, we started a campaign that we wanted less government and more will of the people. When we look at this ad hoc committee of 11, it's a whole lot of government. It's a whole lot of bureaucratic red tape, a lot. And we've already heard tonight, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, that we don't want it to be political. These last 2.5 years have been toxic in this political ring. So that's why that I think we need to go back down to the 6 that we've had in there, or the 7 that we have in there, that I had the second with.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Here's my take on it. Not every issue that's brought before the county commission is the same. There's some that I think we gotta be a little bit, think outside, and I'm not suggesting anyone here is thinking wrong or anything, but here's my thought. We gotta think outside the box on this issue. We've had a lot of citizens for the last several years come here wishing for this to be, restored and preserved. And I respect that. It has to be, yeah, I know, 11 people's a lot of people, I get it, but this is a unique situation from where I'm coming from. This is not like, and I don't want to sound like any other issue brought for us is less important, but in this particular case, there's a fear out there, and no matter what we say from this table, there's a certain fear from citizens that we're not going to do what we say we're going to do with this house. There's a fear that this thing is going to just be bulldozed. And, I can't change someone's emotions or how they feel, so it's kind of why I want to leave it at 11. Bring any concerns to the previous ad hoc committee, like can we cut costs on like I said, non-specialized items, anything like that we can address. Work with y'all and say, hey, look, we have the bids here that we've seen. Can you work with us? And I don't want to sound like it's sides, but just to get this moving, can you work with us to say, hey, would you be willing to, put the fence maybe on hold, landscape lighting? Would you be willing to? We also would like to know, identify what this house is going to be used for. Can you let us know what the plans are for that house?
Okay,
No, I know, I get it. This is just a unique, and finally, I'll just wrap up and say, with the HVAC, do we need HVAC in there if, depending on the, and I get, we've got to move through this, but this again is a unique, different kind of thing that we're dealing with, and I just want that on the record for the previous ad hoc committee to know where I'm coming from.
Mr. Wentz?
Yeah, so I think the comments from Commissioner Jones earlier, we've got the votes, let's just move on. That is the biggest concern with the additional 6, is they've got the votes, let's just move on. That's the mindset. I even went back today and was looking through just the ad hoc committee meetings, and I was shocked to find that only one meeting actually has minutes posted for the public. They've met 4 times by my count.
I don't believe that's a true statement.
That is a very true statement. If you want to take a minute and look on the website, you can find that yourself.
Well,
But we're not going to bicker here. I'm just going to make my comment. So 3 meetings, the last 3 meetings, there are no minutes. There's no records. Also, too, the last General Ops meeting before the committee changed over, it was one of the last General Ops meetings before the committees changed over. General Ops authorized the ad hoc committee to act autonomously, to do whatever they want to do with the finance department directly, to totally bypass this committee. So there's been a lot of just really concerning behavior and actions taken that we're going to walk right back into. And I don't think it's going to be a good configuration and a good committee composition.
Mr. Jones and then Mr. Rogers.
Call the question.
Second.
All right. And the question is on Mr. Wes Wynn's amendment. You want to restate your amendment?
Take it to 7.
Taking it to 7 with the composition that you had stated.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Raise your hand. That's 3. All against?
No. Calling the question? They're not going to call the question?
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
Call the
Calling
question. Yes.
I'm just making sure.
Everybody can call the question,
Thank
raise
you,
your hand.
Commissioner Rogers.
Now, to the amendment, in favor of Mr. Wynn's amendment, vote aye.
That's for,
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
4 to 3. All right. back to the 11. The main motion. Y'all ready to vote on that? We can whip this horse all night long. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
4-3. In favor. All right. You get to make up all the numbers. All right, it's,
Well, I think,
it's.
of the members, yes, I have.
Oh, you got that?
I've
Okay,
got that.
all right, all right. All right. Next item on the agenda is crosswalk. You got some information on that, Mayor?
Yeah, this color-coded sheet is a proposal that's going to be presented to finance. Basically, what it spells out is what the city has contributed to the project, how much the city owes us, and how much we owe the city. And the city has estimated the crosswalk at $150,000. And the way it's gonna be structured, and this will happen after budget approves it, we'll draft the agreement with the two legal teams. Anything over or anything under that $150,000, they come under budget, that money will come back to Sumner County. But they will take over the project, and then they will pay to Sumner County the $700. My apologies, I left my glasses at my desk. $703. So they will write. We come to this agreement. They'll write us a check for $703,000. Take over the crosswalk project, which is our obligation. Budget $150 for that. And then if they come under budget on that project, we'll get any of that money returned to us. And then we will be finished with this.
Motion.
We have a motion, we have a second. Second. Motion is second. Any comments, questions? Just Mr. Klein.
Yeah, I was having trouble following the numbers because the number in red, 461, 482, 50, that's permit or a plan check and permit fees that they are waiving? Is that correct?
Yes.
Total fees waived, 407.
407.
Yeah, the total invoices are all of those numbers.
Okay, so the fees waived at the bottom is 407.
Yeah, what was in yellow is all waived.
Why was the outstanding fees not waived? I'm just curious.
They feel those are still owed. The jail addition, that was from very far back at the original part of the project. They've invoiced it, we've never paid it. So those fees are due, the $32,000.
Okay.
And then they feel that all the temporary CO fees are due at $21,000.
Okay, so
add
that's.
those together, that's $54,000 in outstanding fees.
Okay, and those the $3,000 for a temporary certificate of occupancy needs to be paid every 3 months? Is that what I'm understanding here?
No, that was every month, or excuse me, yes, every quarter.
Every quarter?
Yeah.
That's such a strange thing.
Yeah, it was every quarter, and that will stop at this agreement. So it will not be continued to be billed while they complete the crosswalk project. They will stop the billing on that.
And the temporary certificate of occupancy was because we don't have the crosswalk done. And are we certain that it was part of our responsibility?
The crosswalk, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our responsibility.
It was all in the original documents, yes.
Okay, okay. I didn't know, I mean, there were so many things done back then that were on a handshake. I was wondering if anybody verified that.
It was on the original plans, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so we verified it.
Okay, okay. So, well, I would think they could waive that one, but that cost them nothing.
Would you like to make a motion?
I would like to make a motion that we waive the temporary certificate of occupancy numbers.
Is that ours to waive? I'm
to
sorry.
ask them to waive.
Ask them to
their CO
waive
fees.
the CO fees, because it costs them nothing.
How much is that total?
21,000.
That was $21,126.
Yeah, I'll second that.
We can send it back to them and ask them.
We have a motion and a second.
Well, so it had to be an amendment because there's already a motion on the floor, right?
Yeah,
That's
We
your amendment.
got a motion on the floor.
yeah, that's my amendment.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, to keep this kind of lingering, I think, let's just get this done. We can get it done. And it's $21,000 it's a decent sum of money, but it's not like we're in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're letting $21,000 really stand in the way of us recouping $703,000. I think in this instance, this has lingered for long enough. Let's just get it done.
This is probably why we didn't want to put 11 on that committee. But anyway, go ahead, Mr. Rogers.
Well, I get it. So I just want to make sure I'm right. If we send this back, legal, if we send this back to the city with this request at $3,000 a month, I mean, I did go to school in Portland on top of the ridge, but it could take us.
3,000 a quarter, correct?
Is it 3,000 a quarter?
A quarter.
Yeah.
1,000.
So if we go, we're gonna finish out this quarter because the holidays are here, and then we roll into January for government work, that's probably gonna charge us that quarter at least. So we're gonna spend another 6,000 maybe to get out of 21.
Why would it take
'Cause they're gonna-
6 months to figure out?
Well, they're gonna charge us for the end of this quarter and the beginning of
Correct.
26 when we roll into January.
For 1 month of an answer?
It's probably about 2-ish.
This is a settlement, I mean, it may have to go through commission to vote on, so we're looking at 60 days.
At least.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess I'm trying to say,
6,000 to get 21,000.
is it really worth it? Because let's be
But you
honest,
think
we'll
with the
spend
squeeze.
$21,000 at jail for toilet paper. Let's go ahead and take it here and save it.
And I'm fine with it, Mr. Chairman. It's just, this costs them nothing.
Well,
It cost them nothing. All they did is they re-up every quarter and say another $3,000. It cost them nothing. Why are they charging us for something that costs them nothing?
Mr. Ryder.
we charge a lot for nothing in the county, in government. Let's just look at government. It don't cost us anything extra to turn on the building for 5 people, or as it does 20 people. But we tax based on 20 people. So I think we just need to go ahead and take it and move on.
What's the motion on the floor?
Right now, it's to take the counter offer back, that's the amendment to the motion.
To waive the 21K.
And I'm assuming it got a, did it get a second?
They got a second.
Get a second.
I second it.
Go ahead,
I've got
Mr.
a question. That was the counter offer. Can you read the original offer, Mr. Mayor or Mr. Law Director?
The mayor apparently is the one that's been negotiating this, because this is all new to me.
Just to refresh everybody's memory.
Yeah, so the total that Sumner County's gonna pay is that's gonna come to us is $703,420.25. Through this project, the city of Gallatin has waived $407,406.50 in their fees.
No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. This was the counter offer, them giving this, right? You're saying reject the counter offer is what you said, and
No,
ask
I
for.
said we're making a counter.
You're making a
Okay,
counter offer.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said something else. I just wanted clarification. on that.
Man, and
Okay.
just to clear this up, my
I thought there was a
understanding
first
is
one.
it's a check for
This is the
that,
first one.
and they do the crosswalk.
And they
work.
take over the project of the
Yes.
crosswalk at $150,000.
And $3,000 quarter, I mean, that's,
Well,
it's their baby.
that's our responsibility. I mean,
All right.
I'm gonna retract my second.
Okay, so they retract. Says Gallatin agreed with you on this?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to ask.
Yeah.
My opinion, I'm not voting, my opinion would be to move forward.
We
with
have
this.
no second, so.
Okay.
We can vote. Let's vote.
What's the motion on the floor then?
To accept it.
To accept
To
it,
accept this.
because now I know why Mr. Hyde got so confused.
Second.
No, here's what I'm saying.
And know that this will be on the budget committee and then go to the full commission, so.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to vote?
Yeah.
All in favor say aye.
Aye. Nay.
All opposed?
Nay.
One. Again. All right, next thing on the agenda, Cotton Town flood mitigation. John, you got something on that also?
Marshall, if you'd like to suspend the rules, he could probably talk to it
Motion
better
to
than I. I'd be
suspend the
happy to
rules.
explain it.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
The Cotton Town floodplain mitigation strategy, we went through legislative companies, the $100,000 been appropriated to the budget to purchase a home on Highway 25 that floods. And so this is going through the process to acquire.
So moved.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I want to explain a little bit further on this.
Did we get a,
I don't have.
Well,
to say.
we're still not in session, because we suspended the rules.
you're correct. You don't have
He-
to hang on with your motion. Go ahead.
He may
I'm
be able to
sorry.
add more
Go
to
ahead.
this, and that's okay if we
Go
leave
ahead,
it
that's
open. So this is something that the previous General Operations Committee was working with Josh Suddeth on, and then Mr. Boyd came on also and helped with trying to contact this person and target real areas of Cottontown that were causing bottlenecks and the flooding issues, which was causing flood waters to come over the road. It was causing it to come over the church parking lot and all that mess. So we targeted this house, and it is a dilapidated house that should have been torn down years ago, and it's built right on the creek bank. I don't understand how its basement doesn't get completely full of water every time that it floods. It's been neglected, and this would be a win for everybody to get rid of this thing and just keep that non-buildable land, because it's about to wash away itself. I just want to add more to
Got a
the.
question?
Two questions, sir. Does anyone live in the house?
No, it's not inhabited.
It's uninhabited, okay.
Just a bunch of junk stored
And
there.
do you have an offer for that?
$60,000.
How much?
$60,000.
Oh, that's cheap.
And then the rest was to clean up, right? To destruct and demo it and all that.
Commissioner Wynn?
Are there any other properties being considered, like, maybe for, is it later phases, or is this the only one?
There's other properties in that same area, the Cotton Town Baptist Church, Cotton Town Church of Christ, they've reached out to me as well. And so
There's
one at their house too, right?
I believe, yes, I believe there is.
The one with the roof falling in?
Yeah.
2241?
Yeah, there is one of the house and that was included in his budget, right? He asked for money to target these places.
The 100,000, this is the one we're doing now is just the first one, right?
Yeah.
So next year we'll,
So there may be more phases
Yeah,
for
yeah.
different properties, okay, all right. And then that $100,000, is that the total cost of everything?
we hope, we're gonna, buy the house and then tear it down.
And are we using any kind of grant funding, or are we
It's
applying?
all
for any
county
grant?
funds.
It's all county funds, because I know we had some grant funding, I think it was through TDEC for some properties there.
Well, that was the FEMA hazard mitigation.
Correct, yeah.
So there are programs out there that obviously we can pursue, but it takes, a long time.
Have we explored those at
Sure
all?
you can.
Not for this one. We thought with them agreeing to the $60,000.
Go ahead.
The property owner has to request that. We don't, we can't,
Okay.
we don't have the authority to go after a FEMA grant without the property owner's request.
So is this the one you and I we're working on Friday? I'm confused why we're here today. What is being voted on today?
I thought it went to the legislative and this had to go to Genoff because it was a required property, I thought.
Well, it would for that reason. I thought we were past that, because we're openly negotiating with the guy now, right?
Yes. That's what we voted on last month, I believe, Mr. Chairman. in
So, okay,
legislation.
we did pull the trigger on that.
On legislative committee last month. That's why I was.
Okay,
That's-
okay, then yes, I agree. This is for the acquisition part, to
Correct.
take on real property. Gotcha, perfect.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
Just for clarification for Commissioner Wynn, when you go with the FEMA program, there has to be proof of flooding 3 times. And then,
Within a 10-year period.
with what?
Within a 10-year period.
Within a 10-year period, right. And then they have to figure out market value if that house was not in a flood zone, and then that is taken care of by FEMA, but we still have to kick in money to do it.
17.5%, I believe, is the number.
I think it's 12.5.
12.5, yeah, some odd number.
25 if we can get additional, unless we can get additional funding from the state.
Right, so it's very possible we could pay more to demolish that house
Yeah.
than what Mr. Boyd
It was
has said.
just a question to say if.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify it. I'm not, I got into that really deep with originally, so.
Do we have to vote on this
No.
for acquisition? Is this an
Oh.
FYI?
No, you all take care of the purchasing of property, so you need to sign off on doing
Oh, okay.
this. Yeah.
Call question.
We have a motion.
Second.
Wait.
Oh, we already got one.
Hang on a minute.
I have one more
Ms.
question.
Janine,
One more question. I
go ahead. Go ahead.
At the bottom of this paper on page 21, it says construction is $100,000 includes acquisition and demolition. So instead of 60, it's an additional 40,000 to demo it.
That's more anticipated.
It's up.
We
Are
have
you
to do
anticipating that?
We'll bid it.
I just wanted to write it down.
Called a match.
I say
You gotta bring us back to this.
Volunteer fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Training.
Thank you. Back in session.
Motion.
What's the motion on the floor?
I motion to approve and accept about 10
Motion
minutes
to
ago.
approve and
You wasn't
accept.
left.
Second.
And then we have a second by Commissioner Wynn, correct?
Anybody, I think it's gonna take either.
Let's just move.
Yeah.
There's a second on it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It's unanimous. All right, item number C, property acquisition.
You wanna just vote on
Is that,
the
I think
same?
that was a continuation
Can we
of
make
being
that
wrapped around. and they
Clear and
didn't-
approved, B and C, just so we're clear on that legal, would that be the best way?
Can we go back and do that? B and C?
Motion to reconsider.
Vote on this.
Let's just vote on it, just to make it.
So
clear.
moved.
that? Motion?
Motion
Second,
by
yeah.
Commissioner Wynn, second by Mr. Rogers. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Item number D, surplus property.
Motion.
Second. Motion and a second, all in favor.
Question,
Hey,
question,
hang on.
question.
Mr. Klein, go ahead.
A couple of, have any of these items been through the county surplus system? They
Yeah,
have.
they've all gone through the process.
Those Isuzu trucks are fabulous vehicles. I just can't believe
Mr.
nobody.
Klein, I spoke with, the road superintendent today, Mr. Ellis.
Uh-huh.
That Isuzu that he has stays in the shop constantly.
Yeah.
It's costing him a fortune. He said they don't have anybody around here to work on it. They have to carry it to Nashville when they have to service it.
Okay.
It's the only one.
Drilling
The
machine?
drilling machine, he said every time you fix one leak, another leak starts somewhere else.
Okay.
He said it's wore out, it's about 30 years old.
Okay.
All that stuff is just wore completely out. The Zulu, I think, is 20 years old.
2011, I
Yeah.
think is it.
And, but,
It's only got 200,000 miles. That's surprising that it's such a problem.
Well, it's probably just the
Yeah,
little
okay.
things are so hard to keep up with.
all right. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know, if this has to do with whatever.
Gov deals.
GovDeals.com.
I was told that, the Resource Authority was offered several nice chairs from EMS. And I said, well, they have to go through gov.gov or whatever.
No, they go through our system.
It's called the county
Well, that's what I'm
County
saying,
surplus
and I
system.
didn't know that had been done, and I didn't know if, because I was like, you all have to go through the right, proper channels for that, but they were getting some new chairs from EMS, they were pretty nice, for the Resource Authority, and I didn't know.
They were getting them from EMS.
They brought them out.
Well, now, we had some stuff from EMS on there last month.
No, this is different.
So
They're
different.
using the system the way you all generated it, which was let's
out
disperse it
there.
among the county
And
before we
then-
go out to
then
GovDeals.
said-
That's what I'm asking, so
Yes.
they asked them if they wanted the chairs, or they brought them out there, and they said yes, so they have to present that, right?
No.
It doesn't come before committee anymore.
It's staying in the.
That's an
Yeah.
in the
interdepartmental
the
thing.
system.
Well, okay, I
Yeah.
just wondered, because Resource Authority is really not, it's a quasi-governmental. Just asking, I didn't understand.
That's all
When they
good.
said it, I said,
Do they
well,
get
you guys
access
have
to
to
it?
do
I
that.
think so, I think so.
As long as they get access to it, I think they're doing.
Y'all ready to vote?
Yep.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It's unanimous. Next.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, sir.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.